Hi there, welcome back to my channel. In the next two videos, we are going to talk about the English adaptation for Department Q. Now I want to do a short analysis of the main characters. I think in this series, every short crease, every stray hair, every shade of lipstick is a clue to who these people are and where their minds are drifting. So let's break it down character by character. Carl Mørck, which is the lead detective, head of Department Q. He's brilliant yet deeply cynical, withdrawn, and weighted down by guilt after a messed up raid that left one colleague dead, hardly paralyzed, and himself injured. He rejects therapy and resents authority, constantly wrestling with its own demons. Possesses a razor-sharp analytical mind, but little in the way of social empathy. A true Scandinavian style anti-hero. Over the course of the season, he develops a strong sense of loyalty and respect for his colleague in Department Q, especially Akram. So from the very first episode, Carl walks in looking like a human embodiment of an unmade bed. Messy hair, untrimmed beard, clothes in those washed out browns and grays that typically scream, "Leave me alone." It's not laziness, it's armour. A man so deep in guilt and trauma, he stopped caring how the world sees him. But if you watch closely, something happens. As the cases unfold and the bonds with his team tighten, the changes are extremely visible. Cleaner jacket, hair a little neater, even a shirt that looks like ironed. By the time we hit that explosive final confrontation where Carl takes a bullet to save Akram, his look quietly mirrors the shift inside him. And when the scruff comes back in moments of crisis, that's your visual alarm bell is falling apart again. Now, Akram Salim, who is Carl's assistant, former serial police officer. He is intelligent, calm and methodical, the team's emotional anchor. Carries a mysterious past, once an investigator in Syria, later a refugee in UK. Multilingual, with a crystal clear logical mind. Though not officially recognized as an officer, he plays a pivotal role in cracking cases. In the season finale, he saves Carl's life and cements his place as the team's moral compass. Always neat, always calm, hair trimmed, colors simple but sharp. He's the quiet opposite of Carl's chaos. And that's exactly why the tiniest slip, a button undone, a shirt without a tie, hair just a little off, hits like a warming shot. It's the show's silent way of saying he's rattled, something's coming. Rose Dickson, junior officer in Department Q, young, dealing with PTSD and severe anxiety, but gifted with sharp intuition and genuine empathy. Initially sidelined, she eventually becomes essential to the investigation, connects the missing pieces of the case through keen observation and diligent desk work, develops a quiet emotional connection with Akram. When we meet Rose, her copper hair is tied back, her clothes are neutral, almost uniform-like. It's emotional armor, PTSD, wrapped in cotton and wool. But as she gains confidence, her style breathes. Hair down, warm colors creeping in, mustard, burgundy, and softer, more feminine cuts. Then, just when you think she's found her footing, there's a moment, a relapse, her pulled back, tight again, colors fading. In Department Q, her hair isn't just hair, it's a barometer of her soul. Detective Hardy, Carl's former partner, now paralyzed. He is gravely injured in the attack that started it all, now confined to a wheelchair. Despite his physical limitation, retains his dry humor and razor wit. Offers discreet assistance to Department Q, serving as a shadow mentor. His relationship with Carl is both tense and rooted in deep loyalty. In Department Q, style changes are never random, they're micro signals. A looser hairstyle, a cleaner jacket, a shirt slightly undone. They're the whispers before the scream. The settings helps too. Edinburgh gothic bones, the cold light, the muted dirty green palette, all pressing down on these characters like a physical weight. So next time you watch Department Q, don't just follow the clues in the case, follow the clothes, follow the hair, because in this world, the smallest changes in appearance might just be the loudest confession. And as I noticed that the clothes and hairstyle in Department Q is so important, I also noticed the interior design in Department Q. And I'm gonna start with the basement office, like the office for Department Q. It's once the police station's old showers, toilets, and locker rooms. This neglected, claustrophobic, and damp space becomes home to the cold case team. The atmosphere is narrow, dim, and humid. Claridge green and glass brown brickwork tiles reflect pale light from geometric hangings fixtures, transforming the mundane into something cinematic. Initial look crowded with mismatched chair and piles of dusty case boxes, a visual metaphor for chaos and limited resources. The evolution as the team bonds, especially after Rose joins, the room gains a surprising warmth, evolving into a place that feels oddly like home. Now, the upper floor, Moira Jacobson office. The contrast with the basement is stark. The style in her office. Tartan carpet in green-red 70s patterns, vertical wood paneling, mid-century modern furniture. The setting is a refined institutional power base. Architectural features, exposed concrete pillars and crystal-style floor-to-ceiling windows create a cold but sophisticated atmosphere. The clear domain of decision-making and authority. So the basement has warm orange light filtered through old shades. It feels aged and dusty rather than cozy, evoking a time-locked atmosphere, marginalized by human. Upper floor, cold green light, fluorescent and impersonal, modernized yet sterile. Moving between these two lighting worlds mirrors Carl's journey between the passion and marginalization of the basement and the cold authority of upper management. Please tell me in the comments which characters you resonate with the most. Which one best fits your personality? Ta-da!